Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is going to be a beautiful, fun, playful, maybe semi-strong flow. And we're going to start this one standing at the back of the mat. So go ahead and meet me in your most beautiful standing position at the back of your mat. Now, once we get here, I want you to root down through your feet. So spreading through those toes, lifting them up, slowly lowering them back down, grabbing through those toes. A nice bend in the knees, tilting that pelvis forward, creating that neutral spine. Rolling the shoulder blades down the back body. Taking the gaze forward, maybe even closing the eyes down here. And imagine a piece of string is pulling you by the top of your head, what we consider the crown of our heads. Just feel it supporting you and lifting you up here. Just feeling into the sensations that you are feeling. Noticing the thoughts that may be bubbling up here. Just becoming present here in the now. The only moment that we really control. And begin by bringing those deep inhales into your abdomen and those nice, steady, controlled exhales. We'll just take a few rounds of breath here. Beautiful. We're going to start this practice with our knocking on heaven's door. So we're going to get some energy moving here. So you can start by just turning your upper body from left to right. Maybe taking a slight bend in the knees. And then once you feel a little more awake, we can start allowing these hands to tap the outer edges of our hips with that nice little bend through the knees. And just do this nice warm up for the spine and the legs and the mind. And of course, we're not forgetting to breathe. Maybe taking those arms a little farther out. And we'll do this for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to our Tadasana here, feeling the energy moving through you, noticing the tingles, being in tune with the sensation in the body. On your next inhale, we're going to take those arms down to come back up. Go ahead and take your gaze towards those hands. And exhale, we fold. Let's go and come up for a half lift. Lengthening through the spine, shoulders away from ears. And exhale, we'll fold back down. Inhale, we're going to peel all the way up to standing. Head and neck come last. Roll those shoulder blades down the back body. Palms face forward, big smile on the face. And again, inhale those arms up. Gaze follows the hands. Maybe taking a little back bend here. And exhale, fold. Come up, half lift, fold. Peeling up again to standing, slowly, no rush. Rolling the shoulder blades back. Beautiful. Inhale those arms up. Gaze goes towards the fingers, slight back bend. Exhale, fold. We're going to enjoy this forward fold, so maybe grabbing opposite elbows, taking your sway left to right here. Bending through the knees, trying to get that belly to touch the thighs. It's just a general direction. We'll take one more round of breath here. Come up, half lift. And fold. We're going to walk the hands forward, coming in through a plank position, taking our gaze up and forward. And then when it feels good, you can lower down the knees, and then the chest and the chin. And roll through into our cobra. Maybe lifting the hands here. And exhale, hands plant. Tucking the toes, sending the hips up and back. Down dog. Let's go and stretch through those hamstrings here. So picking up that left heel, putting the right heel down, and then reversing. Breathing into those tight areas in the legs and reversing those feet. And reverse again. Noticing the difference in your sides. Reverse it again. And again. Beautiful. Finding stillness for a breath. And go ahead and come up onto those tiptoes. Big bend in the knees. And we're going to hop forward. Halfway lift. And fold. Peeling up to standing. Rolling the shoulders back. Beautiful job. Hands to the hips here. We're just going to do some leg lifts. So lift that right leg up. And let's take some pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's send it back. Chest lift. So we're in a warrior 3 here. Rooting through that left big toe. Chest is lifted. And bring that knee to chest. Catch it with your fingers. And then roll that wrist one way. That ankle, not the wrist, the ankle. And then the other way. Beautiful. Slowly, we'll release. And let's go ahead and pick up the left side. So hands come back to the hips. Pick that left leg up. And let's pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing it through and back. Warrior 3. Pulling those shoulder blades together here. Gaze is forward, rooting down through that right big toe. And inhale, bring it forward, catch it with your hands, and take those ankle rolls one way. And reverse that roll. Beautiful. Slowly we'll release. Little shake out. And we'll inhale those arms down to come up. Gaze follows. Maybe taking a slight back bend here. And exhale, we fold. Half lift. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Plank. We're going to vinyasa. If you want to do knees, chest, chin, be my guest. Or we could chaturanga to up dog. And then everybody will meet. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and take 2 rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, that right leg will sweep up, 3-leg dog. Let's bring that knee to nose and step it in between the hands. We're going to inhale to come up, high lunge here, arms up and overhead. Big breath in, steady breath out. We're coming into half moon, so this right hand's going to come above that right foot, and then the hips are going to open up. Left hand is up towards the sky. If you want to challenge, you can take your gaze towards that left hand. You do not have to, it's just an option. Big step back into high lunge, arms up and overhead. If you lose your balance, that's okay. You know where we're going. High lunge. Frame the foot and step the foot back. Down dog. Let's take a vinyasa of your choice. We'll all meet back in the downward facing dog. Beautiful. On your next inhale, that left leg sweeps up, 3-leg dog. Roll forward, knee to nose, and then step it in between the hands. On your next inhale, we'll rise up, high lunge, arms up and overhead. Beautiful job. Coming in for that half moon. So left hand's going to come in front of left foot, open through the hips, right hand is up. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can take your gaze towards that right hand. Continuing to breathe. And then we're going to take that big step back, coming back into high lunge. Arms up. Great job. Framing the foot, stepping back, down dog. If you want to roll forward in vinyasa with me, be my guest. Staying down dog. Whatever you would like here. Tapping back into the breath here. We're not losing sight of it. We'll take one more round of breath here. Let's go ahead and ripple forward into plank. Bend through the knees to send the hips up and back. Down dog. Let's do that one more time. Ripple forward. Bend through the knees. Send those hips up and back. Beautiful. We're going to inhale that right leg up. 3-leg dog. A nice straight leg. We're going to try to touch these feet to this right wrist. So powerful. And then we're going to take it over into wild thing. Okay. Open up through that heart space, pushing through that left shoulder. Coming into our side plank here. If you want, you can extend that side plank, grabbing that big toe. And we're going to step it forward slowly, and then we'll rise up. Here we are, back in this high lunge. Y'all know this. Breathing. Beautiful. Framing this foot. We're going to send this leg up and back. So 3-leg dog, bent leg. Drop to that left forearm and reach. Beautiful. Up and through pigeon. So this right knee coming towards right wrist. Ooh, here we are. Should feel nice to land here. I want you to walk up, lift through the chest first. Feel that left hip flexor. And then when it feels good, you can come onto the forearms here. We're just going to be here for a few rounds of breath, so let's enjoy this. Take one more round of breath here. Slow as ever. Peeling back up. Lifting up, maybe lifting that back leg. And release. You can tuck that back toe. Plant the hands. And then we're going to send this leg up and back. So we're going to take those hip circles through that right hip. And reverse that circle. And then bring that right foot beside left. You can stay here. You can also take child's pose, or you can vinyasa with me, with the vinyasa of your choice. We'll all meet in a downward dog. Take a little shake out here. Coming back to the breath. And let's go ahead and take those ripples again. So ripple forward. Big bend in the knees to send those hips up and back. And let's do one more. Ripple forward. And bend the knees to send the hips up and back. Oh, beautiful. On your next inhale, left leg's going up towards the sky. Trying to touch these left toes. So this left wrist, big straight legs. Send it up, back and over. Wild thing. Lift through the chest. Push through that right shoulder. Beautiful. Come around, side plank here. If you want to take it a step farther, peace fingers, big toe, extend. Bring it up. High lunge here. Inhale those arms up. Big breath in and out. Let it all go. Beautiful. We're going to frame the foot and we're going to step back with that bent leg, and then we're dropping to this right elbow. Big opening. And here we come into pigeon. So left knee towards left wrist. Right leg straight behind us. Sitting up first, nice and tall. Stretching through that right hip flexor. And if it feels good, you can come on down here. We're only going to be here for about a minute. So enjoy this. Slowly, we're peeling this upper body up. Maybe bending through that back knee just to feel that. Beautiful job. Framing the foot, tucking that back toe. And then we're going to send this left leg up and take those hip circles with the bent knee. And reverse that circle. Beautiful job. So that left foot plants. We're going to take a vinyasa of your choice. We'll all come back to the down dog. Beautiful. You can take the feet to the outer edges of the mat. Walk the hands back and lower the hips. We're coming in. A yogi squat. Pushing those elbows against the knees. Hands at heart center. Go ahead and close the eyes down here for just a moment. Lovely. Go ahead and pop your booty back. We're going to open up and come into a wide-legged seated position. If you need to plop your sits bones up on a block, be my guest. Pause me and grab that. Way to go. That was fun. We're just going to rock side to side first because we are going to stretch the side bodies today. Everyone's favorite. And it's funny because the quote that I have, or the affirmation, I release myself from the versions of me I created just to survive. We all have walls that we have built to protect us from one thing or another throughout our lifetime. And today I challenge you to release some of those walls, release that version of yourself that you created in order to survive. You are here and you are thriving internally and externally. And we need to embody that. Beautiful. So we're going to plant this right hand in front of us, left hand up and overhead. Beautiful left side body stretch. Just actively reaching towards the right side here. And we're not forgetting to breathe. Beautiful. On our next inhale, we rise back up. Left hand plants, right hand up and overhead. Actively reaching for that left side, beautiful right side body stretch. Tapping back into the breath to get you through it. Inhale, we peel ourselves back up. And we're walking these hands forward just as far as they'll come, pulling those feet back. Coming back to that breath. Back to your control. We can't control how tight these legs are. We can, however, control our discipline to show up and keep trying and the positive thoughts that we have towards this. This is one of the greatest forms of self-love, showing up and working on these human suits that we have here. We are given one and we should take care of it with honor. We should be proud of ourselves for showing up. No one dragged you here today. No one made you do this. There is power and there is so much growth happening, and you should be so proud of yourself, so happy with yourself. Take one more round of breath here. And slowly we'll begin to peel up going to do my favorites. You can bring this left leg over to meet the right, and we're coming in for boat. We're going to do a few boat to low boats, so finding your boat position that you like the best, lengthening that spine, and then down to low boat, and back up to boat, down to low boat, back up to boat. We should all be really good at these. Down to low boat, back up to boat. After that summer challenge, this has all got us on point with our cores, right? Low boat, back to boat. We're going to do it one more time. We're going to hold the low boat. So come into low boat. And let's count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in. Maybe take a little rock and roll action here if you want to get that beautiful spinal massage. And then we're all going to land on our backs. Go ahead and bring that left foot down. We're going to cross the right foot over. And if it feels good, you can lift them up and grab for those ankles. So your left hand's grabbing your right ankle and your right hand is grabbing your left foot or ankle, whatever feels the best for you here. A little reclined shoelace. Just pulling those knees towards the body. Maybe closing the eyes down here. Coming back to that breath. Slowly we'll release, unravel the legs and put the right foot down and cross that left over. And if it feels good, you can pick them up and grab those opposite feet here. Beautiful. Coming back to the breath. Offering some gratitude to yourself here. Loving yourself hard here. Speaking kindness and positivity. Not letting the negative thoughts get in our way. Slowly we unravel. Big hug here, so hugging that body, hugging those knees. And then we're going to send the legs out. Coming in for a short Savasana here. Coming back to the affirmation that I mentioned earlier. I release myself from the versions of me that I've created just to survive. What are we releasing? What are we dropping that's no longer serving us in our present day? What walls have we built up that are actually damaging others around us now? When we drop the ego, the walls crumble. Survival is based on love, hope, and joy. If our walls are blocking any of those three, we need to crumble them ourselves. Bringing that awareness back to the breath. Taking those arms up and overhead. Big full body stretch here. And we're going to meet in a comfy seat. You can rock your way up. You can roll to the side. Choice is yours. We're all going to meet here and bring our hands to heart center. Closing the eyes down. I hope this practice benefits you in more ways than one. And I hope it has left you feeling full. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, my friend. I appreciate you more than these words or flows could ever say. Please do leave me a comment. Let me know how this went for you and what you thought about it. And as always, I hope you have a marvelous rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow.